the East Side business?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Hank was
Okay.
on me, he's like, do we make you hang up on the meetings? I'm like, I got 7,000 meetings, I hear the same thing every time, so.
Yeah, I can add this.
Okay, let's call a meeting to order. It's Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order up.
Minutes and reports received and filed.
None.
Okay, Commissioner Committee Liaison Reports, upcoming meetings and events.
I've got admin meeting luncheon with directors on my calendar. We doing that today?
Yes.
All right, lunch.
Oh, okay.
So we gotta be done by 11:30. I better speed this up. Christmas committee meeting tomorrow morning at 9. I probably won't make that. Leadership on Friday. MSP CP meeting 8:30 Friday. And then I'm gonna meet with Carlos Graham about that Lincoln University. There's some signage that we can put on the state routes recognizing the university. I think that's about all I got coming up.
Leadership's gonna be canceled Friday because there's that MSP meeting at 8:30.
Okay. Sleep in?
Welcome to the MSP meeting.
Oh, I'll be there. I can do both. I've done it before. Show up late and leave early.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say who else does that. All right, you better keep moving.
RPC annual dinner is tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the Claysville store. Ribbon cutting, open house for the health department at 4 o'clock on
Oh.
Thursday.
Forgot that one. Sorry, Christy.
And that's all.
They do have a Piccadilly thing for the SOMO. It's Thursday night too. Is that a ladies only thing or whatever? And me?
I think it's the ladies at the tables and the men are serving, but I don't know. Are you sitting in?
They didn't tell me that part. Hey, come out, we're having fundraiser dinner, so.
I got Cap Region Building Committee meeting at 7 in the morning tomorrow. I won't make your MRPC dinner.
Yeah, I won't be there
Thursday
either. Thanks for the
morning, I got
invite,
a chamber meeting at 7:30, Health Department. There's also a Knights of Columbus chicken dinner Thursday night for Boys and Girls Club. Friday, Cap Region Outreach meeting at 7:30, MSP meeting at 8:30. Saturday, you can put on your costume, come trick-or-treating downtown.
What is
Jim
it?
Dyke's been working on it. You can come trick-or-treat.
That's more dangerous than youth hunt this weekend.
Yeah. And then Monday, there's a juvenile court advisory board meeting at noon, so I don't know if I'll make that, but I will try.
You wanna go hunting this weekend? You can be the world's oldest youth.
Sure. Depends on what the weather's like. Okay, let's keep moving on.
Yeah.
Appointments by commission, Port Authority board appointments. We met last week and the Cole County has 3 members, Jefferson City has 3 members, Callaway County has 3 members. So Calvin Broughton, Colonel Calvin Broughton has agreed to serve. Gary Wheeler with Missouri Soybean has agreed to serve. And then we need one from the commission, and Chris is gonna be our representative there, but Jeff and I are gonna probably attend a lot of those meetings too, just as guests.
Yeah, and if Chris can't make it, then we can be there as designees, or else, if we find out when the meetings are gonna be regularly scheduled, if it conflicts with something, we can change it, but for now, Chris is gonna
Yeah.
be on there, so I make a motion, we appoint Calvin Broughton, Gary Wheeler, and Chris Shepperly to the Port Authority Board.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Commission comments, unfinished business. Got any unfinished business, Debbie? Okay. Accounts payable review.
I'd ask for approval of accounts payable, and Chris, you have one.
Okay.
Pending review.
I'm gonna go back up to the liaison reports. We had Campo last week and didn't do a whole lot. We added some performance measures to the Campo documents, which were required by MoDOT, which are required by the feds. They don't really do anything. We don't get punished if we don't meet them. I think they're just some performance measures to start with, and they probably will change over time. But on another note, they do have the Campo 2045. She spoke about it. Katrina did last week. But if you get a chance, go to the campo2045.com, and there's a survey, intake survey about the stuff you'd like to have included on the long-term plan. So we'd like to get as much participation as possible with that. So if there's some stuff you want to include, we can talk about that amongst ourselves as well, but anybody's welcome to go take that survey. And you don't have to live inside the city limits. Campo encompasses a lot of this area. So, all right, that's all I got.
Okay. Can LV do it too?
I don't know if there's any pictures or not.
Oh.
We can read to them. Sam started that.
Okay.
Is that something maybe you want on the website, or is it the county website?
Yeah, we can do that. I'll make a note.
Talk to Melissa or something.
We can put it on the Facebook website, just have a link to it.
Did we vote on the accounts?
No.
Okay.
So one of the things that we had talked about was that High Street Viaduct, and I noticed that it wasn't on the Campo's list. Is that not something that they get involved with, or?
I'd have to check and see where that's at.
Do you happen to know, Larry, or?
It'd be in Campo, it'd be on one arterial road, so yes, it can be more of Campo.
We had that on the half-cent long-term sales, or half-cent sales tax long-term.
Right.
Playing not this one, or maybe not even the next one, but, and I thought we were talking about replacing it completely. In a discussion with somebody else the other day, and he showed me some pictures, and then we drove underneath of it. I won't drive underneath of it anymore. It's kinda scary. It's getting,
That way I did a survey on that back in '79 and '80, so, yeah.
so it's in poor but usable condition. So I guess we probably need to talk about that through Campo too. Then I don't think we have any money there. So, but being on the list, I guess, brings it on the radar.
So how do they, I mean, so you say that there's no money there, so how do they put projects on the list when they don't have any money to fund them? That's projects that they try to work through MoDOT to get funded, or?
If money comes around, gets freed up, or if projects don't get done, sometimes you have other MPOs that don't get their projects done or whatever that we can get. Or, this sales tax, if it comes through, then that would definitely have an effect on the 2045 plan, so.
Yes, as well as property, there's additional funds there that get to, so.
But Campo does get funding somehow, right?
They get funding as far as, not project-wise necessarily, it's the members of the Campo gets funding. Like if we come in and we have a PRO project that's within the Campo boundaries, that's how it's funded as far as project-wise. Or, there's projects we've done through the half-cent sales tax that's been included within urbanized areas.
Okay.
It's a planning organization, so it just tries to kind of help
They're not a
with.
doer, they're, like I said,
Yeah.
long-range planning.
I would think the High Street Viaduct would
Yeah.
definitely need to be on there.
I think originally there was one there that was wood. And, so this replaced the wooden one, but I don't know when that was, it looks old.
Okay.
I mean, we can take a look at our long-term plan too. There were some things that were in there 10 years ago that we may either need to add or remove. I know militia extension, we've talked about that at different times, and, you know, if that's gonna be something we're gonna look at doing long-term, that's gonna be a big project and probably needs to be, probably eaten one bite at a time too. Cause I don't know if it's gonna be something that can get done at one time with, you know, funding. Not from our pockets anyway, I don't know.
Maybe we get that back on the agenda and have a discussion on that. Just kind of look at projects that maybe were in our sales tax. Wildwood Extension comes to mind. So,
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah, I'll
Spent a
shoot
lot
an
of
email
time on
out
it.
too, and we can kick some items around and,
Maybe get Public Works here.
I hate to have
Brainstorm again.
close that bridge like they.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay. Did we do
So,
the
no.
accounts payable review?
I have one in there, so.
Oh, okay.
make a motion to approve accounts payable upon review.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay. Kristen asked that we move the budget discussion down towards the end. So we will do the public defender office space next.
Right here?
Yes, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Justin Carver. I'm the district defender here in the Public Defender's Office. We serve Cole County, Miller County, and Montauk counties. And wanted to come meet with you all to talk with you about our existing office space situation. We love the building that we're in. We love the location. We love being able to walk to court and walk to jail. And also, our local courts here are in the habit of, you know, when someone shows up at the court and they need a public defender, the judge will tell them, hey, just walk across the alley to the public defender's office after court, fill out an application. So the location is great. You know, the problem is that the space that we're in was really designed to house about 9 employees. We've got 7 offices, we've got 2 workstations, and at the time that we moved into the existing space, we had 1 break room, conference room type of room. So we're a space designed for 9 people. Now we've got 13 people working in that same space. To make room for everybody, we took that break room, that conference room, and we turned that into an attorney office. When we were allotted an additional person, we had to find a place to put them, so we took effectively what was a storage nook that had filing cabinets and stuff in it. We moved the filing cabinets out, we put up like a partition, and we turned that into an office. When we needed more room, we took a second storage nook, we put up another partition, and turned that into an office. And that does create some problems. You know, right now my investigator is working behind a partition, so if a witness shows up at our office, the most private place he has to meet with somebody is sort of behind a partition, but because of the openness of the space that we're in, that conversation is going to carry out into the lobby and carry into other places of the office. Recently, because of our staffing situation, we were able to hire another lawyer, but that meant that we needed more room. So I effectively took a hallway and we put a computer in a hallway, and that's where I'm working right now. So I've got lawyers' offices over here. I've got a hallway to my right. I'm in a hallway, such that in my conversations there is no privacy. They carry throughout the entire office. And so really where we're at is we're packing now 13 people into this space designed for 9. I've got 2 people working behind cubicles. In my own personal office, I don't even have a cubicle or a partition. It's like literally a desk in a hallway. And we don't have a break room or a conference room. And I wanted to start a dialogue with the county because as much as we love the building and as much as we love the location, we're sort of bursting at the seams. And you know, right now we don't have Really, me working in a hallway is really not, in my view, it's not really sustainable. Because part of my job from time to time, I got to have a sit-down talk with an employee. Personnel issues come up. You know, I can go to their office and do that, but if I'm going to have a conversation with my boss in preparation for that meeting with the employee, that means I got to go find somebody's office, shut the door, maybe throw them out of it, so I can have a private conversation with my boss. You know, if I want to have a private conversation with a client, I can't do it in my existing workspace. I have to go find an office somewhere to do it. You know, when I'm sitting at my desk, the phone is behind me, so I pick up the phone. If anybody's walking through the hallway, they got to dive under the phone cord, or if they got long legs like I do, they can jump over the phone cord. You know, but it's not an ideal setup. And I know that the county is committed to making sure everybody has the space that they need. I'd be happy to you know, consider other locations if you think there are other locations that you want to put us. You know, we'd be open to some you know, sort of novel solutions. You know, perpetually, so you can kind of keep your eye on the big picture. Perpetually, we're always asking the legislature for additional personnel. You know, right now, you know, we really don't have room for the people that we've got. And so it's an issue. I don't want to bring you all up to speed on sort of where we're at. So, you know, I did sort of in preparation for today, kind of asked around. I had the court marshal take me up to the 4th floor of the courthouse because I understand that place it's not really in use at this moment apart from some storage. Great location. I don't know that the elevator reaches up to that top floor. Okay. You know, in the health department, great building. You know, it's not a building where the judges could tell our clients, hey, you know, walk through the alley to go fill out the public defender application. And typically for my clients, transportation's a real issue. So I don't have a great answer, but I'd be happy to start talking with you about these things so we can come to a solution. So.
How often are you guys in other counties? I mean, obviously, you have to go visit your clients in other counties.
Pretty commonly, yeah. And so, you know, because we do serve Miller and Montauk counties, you know, the lawyers that go to those counties, they have court there, they have jail visits that they'll need to do. And so right now, to kind of make do, when I need to have those closed-door conversations, I can generally find somebody else's office to go camp in. So.
Okay. Go ahead.
May I speak?
Yeah.
I'm Kathy Lear. I'm the comptroller for the State Public Defender System. You bring up what other counties do we provide representation for out of the Jefferson City location. And Miller and Montauk come to mind. By statute, those counties should provide some cost back to reimburse Cole County. It's based on a pro rata share on population. So they should be helping pay for the public defender's office. I'm pretty sure they're getting a free ride right now, unless you're billing them, and I'm not aware of it.
We are.
Okay, good. So the same thing could happen, you know, if you moved us, they should still be able to kick in their fair share based on population. We love the space we have. It's awesome. It's done up right. It's beautiful. It's just not big enough for what we have here and the caseloads that Justin has. So lots of times when we have a vacancy, our rule for the state, we call it everybody in the pool. So every office, when there's a vacancy, say it's in West Plains, we'd look at every office's caseload to see where that vacancy can best serve the state. And occasionally, as Justin's office has grown, that's what's happened. Even though we may not get any additional FTE from the state, Cole County has seen growth and other counties have seen some decline. It's really something I'd like to fix. It's on my bucket list, that the statute requires the counties to provide a space. For years and years and years, I have asked that the legislature pick up that cost. And in my opinion, it should be a state cost and not a county cost. Again, this year, the 2020 legislative budget request has that decision item back in it. So any support that we could have for that would take that burden off the counties. So that's where I am with it. I do this statewide. Like I said, I think Justin's space is awesome. It's just not big enough. They're packed in there. So if you'd like it toured, I'm sure Justin would love to give you a tour.
I've toured it. It really is a beautiful building.
It's beautiful.
It's, Greg, I know we're using the basement for storage. Is there any way, I'm just looking at the building that's over there, is there any way we could put offices down there?
The HVAC works downstairs, it was never replaced. There is some mold downstairs, which will have to be remediated. Yeah, we're using it for surplus storage, plus we're using it for storing stuff for this building and the annex over there too, because there is no storage in this building for us.
We were in the basement. That's where we came from. And I'm not exaggerating, when we moved upstairs, I literally took bookshelves full of books and just tossed them in the dumpster because they were full of mold. Just fuzzy.
Okay. We'll, see what we can do.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if we can do that fourth floor. We emptied the fourth floor out just because of that reason. We did have a couple offices up there. It's not saying you can't go back up there, but I think we got a lot of the weight off that floor, and that was part of the concern.
And no elevator would be a concern for
Yeah.
clients. Although we could have a meeting room down on a different floor that was accessible. That kind of sort of meets ADA.
You just put the new people up there.
Yeah, make them walk.
Yeah, they'll get their steps in up there on the.
Yeah.
it's a big area.
I mean, you can't, I guess we can't be picky right now, so if nothing else, if that's what it comes down to, it could be a temporary fix, but. So if the state keeps sending us more people, which I understand you're backlogged anyway and they need to do, but it's unfunded.
Right.
At what point are?
I do have a space needs analysis that I prepared kind of based on an old Office of Administration requirements for attorneys and support staff, and what type of space that would require for the Public Defender's Office here in Cole County. With the number of offices, providing one office for growth plus a conference room, the total comes out to right around 4,000 square feet. That provides for some growth, one office growth-wise. So I can leave this. It is just a working document and nothing further. How we kind of start when we look for space.
Well, if LV hadn't already spoken for the old library office over there, we could look at that, but.
What we'll do, we'll get trailers from the high school after they get the new one done. We'll give you a trailer, we'll do our 5th courtroom in a trailer. Don't know where we'll put the trailers.
No.
But,
We didn't have to take IT out of the upstairs. We basically chose to do that, didn't we? So, I mean, that office space is usable.
Heating and air conditioning.
The heating and air conditioning is
It's a
counted.
separate unit, and we didn't want to replace that too, plus the weight of those units that had.
Everybody in this place has their own little desk heater anyway and has open window and we got the air conditioner running.
Don't you
so-
hate that? I hate that.
I know Judge
Oh, yeah.
Joyce.
Don't get me started on that one. Wait, I got me started.
Judge Joyce was saying that could be a good place for the 5th courtroom too, so she took me up there. It is a big space, but
Well,
it's got lots of issues.
You got a small area for the stairwell, you don't have an ingress and egress, you got one place if there was a problem, so it's really unsafe.
And, you know, when you're speaking of entry and exit of different offices, the elevator is awesome there because it provides access to our floor, but it also provides a way for bad guys to kind of sneak up there pretty easily. I took the elevator up there this morning and I was standing there waiting for the receptionist to notice me, because she didn't hear me. I mean, I just came up the elevator and I was standing there. If I was a bad guy, I could have done some damage.
We will see what we can do.
Is there anything you need from us?
The winning lottery numbers. Then
that
I'll
would be
build your
great.
building.
I might even share.
You know.
When did y'all get your additional people? I mean, how soon are they gonna be adding? You
Well,
said
so-
with room to grow 1, but if y'all have grown 4 in the last year, are they gonna put 4 more in?
I don't think we're gonna get, in my wildest dreams, I don't think we're gonna get 4 more, within a year.
If
but-
we would get something from the legislature, Cole County would be one of the first places to put staffing because of the wait list that we've got going now.
So we're supposed to get another judge in what, 2021?
2021, yeah.
But y'all are still gonna have to keep the same number of people, or?
Don't know that.
Right.
It depends on the legislature. We certainly have asked for more people. We've been successful in the last couple of years, so hopefully our success will continue that way. The quicker we can get them out of your jail, the faster you save some money. that
Right,
way. You
I
do
agree, I
save
was
some
thinking
money
that too a
that
while
way.
ago. Let's get them,
Yeah.
get this worked out and
Yeah.
get the administration part done. Y'all are in a tough spot because you're in the middle of it. Okay.
Yeah. I'll leave this space needs analysis.
Okay.
It's nothing other than a rough draft, a starting point, a jumping off point.
How many square foot do you have up there right now? You remember right
I
offhand?
actually have that with me.
It's not that big a deal, I was just curious. If you say we need 4,000, how far off are we? So,
I don't know. I can get that information for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
and we can talk to some people too about the legislation going on, but Missouri don't have any money either, at least that's what they keep telling us, so.
If we could have support of the Missouri Association for Counties for Office Space, that would be awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Do you need that? Yeah, it's about half what they need.
There's about 2,000 up there.
23, 53, something
Yeah.
like that,
That's what I was
so.
thinking.
It is a beautiful building. We'll move Chris Estes's office into the trailers. Don't, I'm just kidding, just kidding.
Jesus.
Just kidding. Move 'em over with you, Larry. Okay.
I want the
Okay.
record to show I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. No comment from Eastern or Western.
Discussion and renewal of 2019 health, dental, life, and vision insurance.
Okay, as you guys know, Wall Street came last week, and they talked about, and you guys renewed the stop loss coverage with Sun Life. It's time for the annual renewal for the health, dental, life, vision. I would ask you to renew with Sun Life Financial with the dental, vision, life. There's no rate change, there's a hold on it because we had a 2-year guarantee. So if you have any questions about that, or if you want to go ahead and vote on that part of it first, get that out of the way.
So what's the other part that we need to
The other
vote on?
part is the health insurance. And
Okay.
the only question you guys were thinking or talking about was dependent coverage.
Okay. And the rates, right?
And the rates didn't change very much.
Mhm.
So I would say on the employees part, now the family coverage that did change more. So I would still suggest you change it unless you wanted to do something with dependent. It's not worth changing if you don't, because it does increase some, but it does lower the employee's part by, I think $5 or something like that. That we pay, the employee doesn't pay. I say that.
I mean, I would like to see us do something with the dependent coverage. I don't know if doing it right now is the right thing. I mean, maybe we leave it as is, but I mean, I think it's something that we need to continue to explore. But, I mean, it's not a benefit to everybody, so.
I think
Yeah.
probably for this year, we probably need to just keep it as it is. But we need to start looking at it earlier maybe and see if we can be creative.
We can, it's the hard part to get what the year is, how it's looking, what the renewals would be till about this point in the year.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try. The big question is, we just don't know how many people would jump on or jump off the policy, you know, if you did increase it more.
Right.
And that cost would then be given to the county. That makes sense.
I think somewhere down the road, if we can have a nurse practitioner over at Health, that could be more of a benefit for families. I don't know how we do it, but I mean, it's just.
Well, you could do it and pay for it out of the health insurance
Yeah.
fund.
But I think that could be a significant savings.
I mean, it could save county employees from that reinsurance cost or those bills that you get. I mean, we could absorb those costs if people would use it, versus going to Cap Region or St. Mary's or whatever. We just pay for the whole cost right there. Now, if we could charge other people for those services, that could help offset the cost of that nurse practitioner. So whether that's a $20 visit or whatever it may be. So I know there's probably some other issues that we'd have to work out and how much we would charge people, but I think it'd be a benefit to a lot of people, and I think it could almost pay for itself.
I do too. I really do. I think.
Kristen's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so if county and city could both utilize it, and then also some of your clients and things like that, I think it, because most of the time when you go, you know, to a doctor, you've got a cold, or you've got the flu, or you've got something, which is, that's, you know, that's perfect for a nurse practitioner. You got a broken arm, go to the emergency room.
Right.
But,
You want to make any changes or?
No,
keeping
I'm fine
things?
leaving it the same, and the
Okay.
family thing, I'm just not for making any changes to it right now. I understand where it would take some, I don't know, take some heat off some families. I don't know how many would actually sign up for it though, or how much of a change we would have to make, so. And then what it would do to everybody else's individual policies if, you know, it went up because of that. So, I'm fine with just leaving it alone right now.
Okay, so what do you need first?
You can put them all together if you
Okay.
want, no changes. Just renew with Sun Life for the ancillary policies, and then the health insurance remain the same with UMR.
Okay. So I move that we renew with Sun Life for the ancillary policies and with UMR for the health insurance.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye. That covered?
Yep.
Aye.
And we'll get out notices and
Okay.
email at the moment, sort of, so.
Okay. Change order for bid number 2018-32, elimination of framing, drywall partition, and hallway.
From what I understand, there was some miscommunication, misunderstanding between relocating a doorway and moving a doorway. And so that cost was not calculated in, so this represents, I guess, not adding another doorway, or?
So it's a deduct of,
Oh, yeah, that could be useful. A deduct of $550.96.
Okay.
So they didn't do it, And it was specified to be done, so now we're just taking it off there, and it's not gonna be done.
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
Originally, the door was supposed to be an added door and not relocate the door. Somehow we got switched up between the first bid and the second bid to relocate the door, and to relocate the door was not gonna really serve any good purpose, so I just told them to leave it where it's at. It was,
So bottom line, everybody's happy and it costs less.
yes.
That's all I need.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Jeff, that was good.
I'm good with it. I was trying to figure out, Greg, sorry, I followed some emails along, but I didn't understand exactly what was going on.
Well, originally the door was supposed to be closer to the main hallway so that the bathroom, so the toilet and sink and the shower
We're
was
all in the same.
all together, yeah. So, but, I mean, it'll be fine, won't it? I move that we approve and sign change order number 1, I guess.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All systems warranty activation for door access control at the new health department.
Talked to Christy, and might have been a bumpy road getting there, but everything's functioning as it should, so this is just the signing of the warranty.
I move that we sign the all systems warranty activation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Do we want to do the budget discussion before we go into closed session, or?
Doesn't matter to me. I just was trying to let people who didn't want to be.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and
Do what?
do the budget discussion?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take.
well,
So do you have?
we got a lot of people,
do you
okay.
have some closed sessions
How
that
long?
you
We
wanna
got
do?
We got,
Three,
yeah,
three closed sessions.
I don't think the closed sessions will take all that long.
Okay.
Who's all here for budget?
Depends what you're
Do you
talking
just want us to call you?
We're talking about EMS.
Oh.
I
We need to talk about EMS though.
Contract should take long.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, you can't stay either,
Yeah,
Wheeler.
Yeah.
No, if you stay, we'll just start deducting your budget for E EMS.
No,
We're gonna
it's just
take,
for
we're
each
gonna take
question.
from his and give it to you.
Okay, well,
That's just if you ask questions.
So if you wanna do some of the closed first, you can. The
Okay.
budget discussion's gonna take a little while.
okay, then we
We're
will
gonna
do
get into
closed.
meetings.
Everybody,
Hang on.
okay, yeah.
All right, I move we go into closed session pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri for real estate, sub 2, personnel, sub 13, and contracts, sub 12.
Second.
Roll call?
Sam,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Chris.
Yes.
Which one do you wanna do first?
Let's do